Why are more and more wealthy people seriously considering the options for getting a second passport? The answer isn't about fashion or a simple desire to hold an elite status. It's a pragmatic reaction to the reality of the 21st century. Global mobility is growing, but at the same time, barriers are also rising. Visa restrictions, sanction and regulatory risks, increased transaction control, and tougher requirements for access to key markets. For those doing international business, investing, or planning their children's education abroad, relying on one jurisdiction is a clear strategic risk. And having a strong second passport provides real options for managing such risks and keeps the ability to act quickly and predictably. Greetings, dear friends. My name is Alexei Nosovsky. I'm the head of the legal department at the international migration company iWorld. Today, we'll talk about a program that for over 30 years has opened the way to unique opportunities, providing financial freedom, global mobility, and security for the whole family. We'll be talking about the procedure for acquiring Dominica citizenship by investment. Let's begin. Dominica is a small, strategically important island in the Caribbean Sea, often called the Nature Island, for its untouched tropical forests, mountain rivers, and picturesque beaches. However, behind this natural charm lies much more than just beautiful landscapes. Dominica is a safe, politically stable state with a transparent government system, an independent judiciary, and clear legislation. The country is a member of the Commonwealth of Nations and maintains strong diplomatic ties with dozens of states worldwide, and complies with international standards of financial transparency and security. There are no hidden risks for investors here, and trust in state institutions is backed by 30 years of the Citizenship by Investment program. This migration procedure was launched in 1993, making it one of the oldest and most reliable in the Caribbean. Over time, it has earned an impeccable reputation among international agencies, financial experts, and migration lawyers. By obtaining a Dominica passport, the holder gets a real tool for global mobility, opening access to international travel, investment, and business opportunities in all key global markets. At the same time, the passport guarantees legal protection, international recognition, and resilience in any economic or political conditions, combining strategic value with a safe environment and stable jurisdiction. Next, let's look at the terms of the procedure. Dominica's citizenship by investment program is built on transparent and flexible terms, making it one of the most attractive in the world for investors and their families. As of today, there are two key investment pathways available, each of which is designed to simplify and speed up the citizenship process as much as possible. The first option is a contribution to the Economic Diversification Fund, or EDF. This is a non-refundable investment aimed at funding strategic sectors of Dominica's economy, infrastructure, healthcare, education, and tourism. The minimum amount for a single applicant is $200,000, and for a family of 4, it is $250,000. Each additional family member is paid for separately, depending on their age and status. Investing in the fund ensures direct participation in the country's economic growth, while the process remains financially secure and transparent, backed by a strict control system and international due diligence. The second investment path is through government-approved real estate projects. The minimum amount here is also $200,000, and the property can be used for personal residence as well as for rental or subsequent resale after 3 to 5 years, which provides an opportunity to partially recover the invested funds. The government of Dominica carefully vets all real estate projects to ensure stability and long-term returns on investment, as well as compliance with program criteria. The processing time for a Dominica passport under this procedure is 6 to 9 months, making it one of the fastest among investment citizenship programs in the Caribbean. Furthermore, the program does not require permanent residency, language exams, or cultural tests, which significantly reduces bureaucratic barriers and saves the most valuable resource, time. Another key advantage of the procedure is that there is no requirement to renounce your original citizenship. This means that the investor and their family members can keep their current citizenship while gaining all the rights and benefits of a Dominica passport. So, what practical benefits does Dominica citizenship offer to its holder? Let's find out. Family orientation is a key advantage of this migration program. The application allows for the inclusion of a spouse, children, parents, and other dependent relatives, creating a unified legal basis for the entire family. This gives the family more freedom in terms of international mobility, long-term planning, and the choice of educational and life paths. At the same time, it is important to keep in mind that Dominican citizenship does not provide any automatic advantages when applying to foreign universities. In most cases, children are considered foreign nationals in accordance with the rules of the specific country and educational institution. For parents and elderly relatives, this also opens up more convenient opportunities for travel and maintaining close ties with the family. The program provides for a due diligence check of the main applicant, the spouse, as well as dependent family members who have reached 16 years of age. But a single package of documents and centralized submission speed up the process and minimize the risks of refusal. In addition, collective submission allows for the optimization of costs for due diligence service fees. Moving on, freedom of movement. A Dominican passport opens up unique opportunities for global mobility to its holder. With its help, the investor and their family members get visa-free or simplified access to more than 130 countries worldwide, including the states of the European Union, the United Kingdom, China, India, and Singapore. This means that you can plan business trips, investment meetings, or family travels without the need for prior processing of visas, which significantly saves time and reduces bureaucratic risks. For business, it is first and foremost a tool for international mobility that simplifies participation in negotiations and business trips, and the development of projects in different countries. At the same time, it is important to understand that the passport itself does not give an automatic right to open accounts abroad. Such decisions are made by banks according to their own internal rules. For private life, it means more freedom in travel, educational routes, participation in international events, and long-term family life planning. Of particular interest is the possibility of obtaining a long-term visa to the United States of America and using the E2 program for investors, which opens direct access to the largest market with a high percentage of profitability. However, that's not all. A Dominican passport is not only a key to global mobility, but also a powerful tool for strategic business management and financial assets. One of the key advantages of the program is the tax benefits. The investor is exempt from paying taxes on capital gains, gifts, inheritance, and wealth. At the same time, only income received directly on the territory of Dominica is subject to taxation, which makes citizenship an optimal platform for protecting and structuring international capital. Dominican citizenship also opens access to the country's stable banking system. Investors can open multi-currency accounts in dollars, euros, or Singapore dollars without leaving your country, which ensures maximum flexibility and speed for all your financial operations. Furthermore, the use of trusts and corporate structures allows you not only to protect assets from risks associated with foreign jurisdictions, but also to build a long-term strategy for inheritance and capital management. Impressive benefits, aren't they? And now, let's find out how this program is structured and break it down step by step. The procedure for obtaining Dominica citizenship is a process designed down to the smallest detail based on transparency, reliability, and state control. The program operates exclusively through licensed agents accredited by the government of Dominica, which guarantees compliance with all norms and excludes intermediaries of questionable origin. You will find our contact information in the description of this video. The first step is a preliminary due diligence check, or what we call pre-screening. At this stage, the applicant's documents are analyzed, the source of funds is confirmed, and personal data is verified against international databases. This kind of internal preparation allows us to identify any possible discrepancies in advance and minimize the risk of rejection during the official verification stage. After successfully passing the preliminary analysis, the collection of the full document package begins. It includes a passport, a police clearance certificate, medical reports, financial statements, and proof of income sources. All documents are translated, notarized, and legalized to meet the requirements of the government of Dominica. Once the dossier is ready, the licensed agent submits the application to the CBIU, the government department that oversees all matters related to citizenship by investment. At this stage, official due diligence begins, a multi-level international check including data analysis against Interpol, the UN, financial and sanction lists. The check is conducted by independent international bodies and is considered one of the most thorough among Caribbean programs. When the applicant successfully passes due diligence, they receive preliminary approval, documentary confirmation that the state is ready to grant citizenship provided financial obligations are met. After that, the investor contributes funds either to the Economic Development Fund of Dominica or acquires an approved real estate project. All money transfers are carried out through official government accounts, which guarantees full transparency and the legal integrity of the transaction. Once the investment is confirmed, the government issues a decree granting citizenship and the applicant is issued a certificate of naturalization. Based on this, a biometric Dominica passport is issued, which is then delivered to the investor by a courier service. The entire procedure takes on average from 6 to 9 months. At the same time, the investor does not need to visit the island, take exams, or undergo personal interviews. The process is completely remote and takes place under the supervision of licensed specialists. The Dominica program remains one of the most straightforward and balanced solutions in the investment citizenship market. It is chosen not for formal status, but for a real plan B, protecting family interests and expanding international opportunities. Dominica is the choice for those who think ahead. A choice in favor of mobility, security, and greater freedom in a world where this is becoming the main value. Friends, with each passing year, freedom ceases to be an abstract concept and becomes a matter of choice. And those who have obtained a second passport choose not just a country, they choose the opportunity to live by their own rules. The international migration company iWorld will provide you with full professional legal support when applying for Dominica citizenship by investment at absolutely every stage. All you need to do to start the process is to leave an application on the company's website by following the link in the description. That's all for today. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and social networks, ask your questions in the comments, and like this video. This was Alexei Nosovsky. See you soon.